Yes, good
Feeling.
morning, everybody. Looking
Whoa.
good this morning. Pow, pow, pow. Damn. Ting, 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 ting,
Wow.
ting. Will's looking good, man. He's going to go to a doctor today, get his stress test done.
Boom,
Uh,
boom, boom,
he
boom,
he
boom,
says,
boom,
but
boom.
I've, oh, oh, oh. This is
Well,
the
when you
big
lose
one.
it, when you lose a father and a grandfather
And
and a great
everybody on
grandfather,
this, every male in the history of McBride's has
you,
gone down by heart attack.
you better get that thing tested. I tested it at 30 and 40, and now it's 50.
50. Yeah, man. No, but I was going
Yeah.
to say, they got to do the ultrasound. That's the way to go, man. That's what they said. Ultrasound's the real one. Make sure you don't have one of those giant hearts like our
Well,
dad.
let me ask you, when are they doing the ultrasound on me when they told me to wear exercise gear?
I just love that. They put you on the treadmill, and it's just on the incline, and you're just like, why am I such a piece of crap? I'm so out of shape, dude. This is
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah, that's going to be
Mr.
fun.
McBride, you're better than 90% of Americans. Are you kidding me? What's wrong with 90% of America? Because I know there's a lot wrong with me.
Oh, man. So how'd yesterday's trading day go? All right, before we get into trading, everybody, remember, be careful out there. Put your big boy pants on because Uncle Will's going to give you some ideas. But, dude, the trading
Uh,
is on you, man. So if you make mistakes, it's on you. If you
no, I.
lose money, which you're going to,
Oh,
it's on you, dude.
you're coming across very scary. Please stop. I know it's Halloween, but my God, just
Oh,
be aware to do
be
your own
aware.
research. This is strictly for educational purposes around the chameleon. It's how I use the chameleon, and believe me, you don't want to be me. There's there is no
Stressed out with a weak ticker,
there
man.
there is no joy in an overweight, bald, funny-looking guy. But
Come
let's
on, man.
share the
Get us into
screen.
this, man. Let's get into this. Let's look at some winners today, man. I want to see some winners out there, man.
There
You
is
got
no winning in this market right now. Have you seen
come
what's going on?
on. You
Dow
guys.
futures are down like 250
Dude,
off
you're in
their
the
lows.
options market. The whole idea is that you're freaking able to hedge, man. You're able to go in different
You,
directions. Take
you like the
alternative views.
volatility.
Come on, man. This is what you do.
You like the
25
volatility.
years.
What I would say, if anyone has been thinking about entering the market and has money on the sidelines, keep an eye. We've spoken about it a few times on this volatility skew in SPY. By the way, Adam, I loved your video, if no one's seen it, on the use of the options chain. You did the basic options chain. We should
Very
really do
basic.
one on the options chain pro, but
Now,
it was
wait.
great.
Tell me what's the difference between the options chain pro and the regular options chain.
Oh, this is somewhat planned in the morning, but I love when you throw me a curveball. This is awesome. So, so this
Dude,
was the option
the
chain.
pros adjust, man. The pros adjust. You got to up your game,
This
man.
was the option chain, which you described in your video, and you did a great job of going through the Greeks, the open interest, the IV change. You can look at the market change. If you go on the option chain pro, you'll notice up top it structures differently. All the months appear in front of you that
I got you.
can. If not, you slide on the SPY's got a lot of months, so you can use the
Sure.
slide bar at the bottom. It shows you the implied vol right underneath it, so you can, it's an eye shot right at, this is at the money.
Gotcha.
The IV change of that vol. You drop down here, same Greeks, same spot. What I like, I think it's the most interesting is the indicators. So you can go and see the most active put. You can see the spot price. The moving averages are in there. The low of the day, the 1-day support.
Dude, that's great.
52 week,
That's the great
52-week
chameleon
low.
data, man. That is awesome right there.
Yeah, and this is we've been beta testing this for a while and trying to get feedback from the users. Surprisingly, a lot of people are still using the basic options chain, but these are things we added because we like them. So
Sure. Yep.
use them, don't use them. Anyways, give feedback on it. That'd be great. So anything, at SPY, I was looking at the volatility skew. And I think I mentioned the futures and the pre-market are down. Volatility seems to be back in the marketplace. So just nothing to report of amazement from yesterday, but just keep an eye on this. If there's a point you've been holding some money squirreled away on the sidelines looking to enter the market, when this takes a huge spike, let's say, starts to test these levels right here, maybe look at doing the, we looked at the strategy payout before. Start playing around with the ways to get long when the volatility gets very scary in these indexes. That's something to keep your eyes on, and it's just an eye keeper. But for today,
and what would make you pull the trigger on that? What's the
well, that's why I'm
the McBride method, as we call it.
I would. Well, you've noticed a lack of hair on my head, right? That's not genetic.
Everybody check out McBrideMethod.com for the latest tips and tricks from Will. I should just put it up, dude. It'll just be a blank page.
That's from scratching my head in fear.
In fear.
But you've got to. Each and every person has to identify their own point of entry. But this is a great item to look at to see how the market's viewing it. And when everyone is terribly fear and blood is on the street, that's when you at least want to start dipping your toes in with the piranhas. I would think.
Yep.
But the next thing I was going to look at was I went through the stock screeners this morning. We haven't done that in a while, and that is a feature that's available to everyone. If you go to screeners, stocks, and I wanted to get a bullish, and I got a couple bearish. I went with 2 bearish today just because of the extra market volatility that's entering this morning. But in the moving indicators, I searched by uptrend, and that is you can click that here, just screen by the uptrends. And I went to this PBR was interesting. It's it's part of the EEMs, the emerging markets. It's been in an uptrend, even though that market has been hit. It's above resistance. And another thing I checked off this page, which is pretty cool to look at, is if you click on options, you can see what the option order flow has been. So go to PBR, and we see it's been
very bullish.
Very bearish. So you want to be aware of that too. That may, depending on how you view this indicator, not want you to get into a bullish position. But I was looking at this as a bullish play, and there were a bunch of PBRs to engage in if you want to for the bull. Call spread screener showed a bunch with downside cushion and a reasonable return.
So that you're looking at that, correct me if I'm wrong, you're looking at that because that's on a bullish trend. The market has turned bullish. You're thinking, oh, look at this. This has a very high, more high probability of continuing on a bullish trend.
I'm just saying that a lot of these stocks have been in this sector have been beaten down. Oil's into, but it's still things with Saudi Arabia going on. It just seems like something like this could have some follow through. So, but just be, again, the Dow is down 250 today. This is just in my bullish bearish. This is one bull I pulled out of the magic hat. There's nothing that would say, oh, I have to do this today. These are just things I'm looking at this morning and ideas that are popping into my head. But from the bearish side, again, I screened by downtrend, below support, and the first one both these financials popped into my head. It's after earnings. They've fallen after earnings of the big banks. They're both financial companies. I went and looked at the options. Both these were showing bearish flow. So the flow into the options is matching the technicals. Not that that's a guarantee, but it's just things that are going on in these stocks, plus the market's down today. So I'd be more inclined to, look at these if you feel like there's going to be follow through in the volatility in this market the way it's going, basically. And
nice, dude.
So AIG showed a bunch of options in the screener that are available with cushion if it goes against you. returns. I mean, this is to November 16th, so you have less than a month of the whole period. And remember, anytime you put on a spread, you don't necessarily want to wait to expiration. Watch your profit. Watch the spread, see what happens, and you want to look to take it off before expiration as well. So,
nice.
Again, there's a bunch in the bear put spread screeners, and then also Morgan Stanley, which showed some of the same characteristics. Also, a bunch available with nice cushions and returns. So, there you go. The two-part
man. Nice today, man.
double bears.
A little bit
today.
bearish.
Yeah.
Do I have my bear shirt? No, I don't have my bear shirt on today, man.